Tonight, so when a war is raging thousands of miles away, it doesn't lessen how it lands on us here at home. Case in point, the pain in Minneapolis right now for some families and staff and students after the city's Teachers Federation made a statement about the war between Israel and Hamas. Hundreds of Jewish families say the statement that was made is anti-Semitic and hostile in their opinion. The teachers union defends it, saying they're a group committed to peace for all. Here's Kaya.
Exactly 1 week ago, the Minneapolis Federation of Teachers shared this resolution on Israel and Palestine, and the union has since faced criticism.
My reaction was shock. My reaction was dismay.
Jeremy Cohen has an elementary-aged child enrolled in Minneapolis public schools. Abigail Lloyd's kids are also in the district, but in middle and high school. Both parents are Jewish and say they believe it wasn't MFT's place to take a stance on the war.
I didn't understand why a teachers union, who's tasked with the responsibility of educating kids and keeping them safe, would weigh into such a divisive topic.
I'm also personally hurt that as a family who is a union family actually, and a family that was out there on the picket lines last year with the union, that this is kind of what this union is now coming out and standing for.
Their names are two of nearly 800 signatures on this letter the Jewish Community Relations Council of Minnesota and the Dakotas sent to the district's superintendent and school board Monday, calling the resolution anti-Semitic.
The statement is anti-Semitic, and had they come out on the complete opposite end of this topic, I would have had just as much of a problem with it.
The letter also demands the district publicly distance itself from the resolution and allow the JCRC to lead a district-wide conversation with educators on Jewish identity and anti-Semitism.
What's the tradition or the history of the union coming out for topics like this that aren't really in the purview of a teachers union?
As a labor union, we have been on the forefront throughout the history of this country in attempting to guide this country into doing the right thing.
That's MFT Acting President Marcia Howard.
And so calling upon our government to divest from the machines of war, I think is right in the same wheelhouse that this particular union has continued to maintain.
Howard says it was a member, not herself, who introduced the resolution, and that it passed with a small group abstaining to vote and an even smaller group voting no.
I believe at least 3 members spoke to it, and no one spoke against that resolution.
While some argue full membership wasn't present, Howard says full membership is rarely present, even though meetings are always available on Zoom. The parents say they're disappointed in the timing of the resolution.
300,000 Jews were gathered on the mall in Washington, D.C. for a peaceful gathering. And right when that gathering was beginning, they blasted it across their social media.
We had a regularly scheduled member meeting in October, and that's when the resolution was brought forth. We have another meeting in November that we encourage our members to show up for. If they have resolutions, they know the procedures to put that on the agenda. So it wasn't as if that was intentional timing. At no point since October 7th will there be such a thing as good timing. People are hurting right now.
Kaya Edwards, KARE 11 News.
So what does the district have to say? I reached out to the Minneapolis School District for comment on this. They did not respond as of this hour. For more of today's